Good Friday morning to all the 3 a.m. foggers out there. We finally made it, or you finally made it because I'm retired. So you guys finally made it to the weekend. It's going to be a good weekend. I think I bring some really exciting news today. At least I think it's exciting news, and we'll get to that in a second. I received 2 phone calls yesterday. I'll save the real good one for the second one. The first one, I feel it's good news too. It's sad, but I received a message. Somebody wanted to call me. I gave them their number. We talked, and we shared some information about somebody that we lost a couple years ago. Suffered from addictions. We both knew him. She was very close to him, and he was very close to me. A good guy, a true warrior, a believer in God, but we lost him to addiction, and it brought me to a couple of things. We both cried on the phone. We talked about him. She told me a lot of things that I felt, but it was nice to hear from her that he loved me and that he trusted me, right? And she knew that I had done whatever I could in my power, and it brought me to a point where, we can't save everybody, right? You can't play God. We can't save everybody. It's not, there's a person drowning in the water, you throw them a life ring and you reel them in. That's a lot more simple, addictions, demons, trauma. Those are all things that are very complicated, like we discussed in other videos, right? So we can't save everybody. And I wish I could. And this individual, how we originally met several years ago, he was put in a bad situation, and I was upset because I had command decision. But that day that this incident happened with him, I was off, and I could have helped him. But then thinking in retrospect, sometimes we want to jump into people's lives and help them, and we're not put there to alter people's life like that, right? Unless God gives you that authority. But sometimes people have to go through things. So, not jumping off track, but we lost this individual, right, to addictions. Another guy who was well loved many years ago, and I miss him all the time. And I went through a period of anger at him because him and I spoke about our addictions, and I was angry. I was angry that he lost the fight, but now we're here. And all those guys that we've lost, right, to addictions and suicide and cirrhosis of the liver and all these things, all their battles now, we harness them and we take them and we use that to keep pushing forward, right? And those are the guys, just like guys that we lost on the battlefield, whether you're in the military or here, guys that died in shootings and were murdered or car crashes. We're going to take all that hurt and we're going to use that to propel us forward. And that's the decision that I'm making for me, and I suggest it for you. So she asked me last night, she's going through some issues of depressions and some stuff, and she's like, what do we do? How do we help these people? How do I find help? And I asked her, do you understand where your source of pain comes? Sometimes we don't know that. She says, yes, I think I do. I said, okay, then start your search, right? And it was a difficult night last night for her, but I love her for calling me and for being open, right? Because that tells me that this is working. And I'll tell you about the second story, but, back to her real quick. Today is a new day, right? The reset button, when that sun rises, it's a reset button. Where else do you get a chance to start over again, right? Very seldomly. And in your life, you get that chance every single day. And if you fall and you stumble, it doesn't matter. That sun rises, it's a second opportunity. So take it and run with it. Don't live with shame, with regret. It's a new day, right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to continue to search for the source of our pain, and we're going to bring it out and we'll discuss it. You should go to therapy. You should talk to somebody who can get you professional, educated responses and get it out. And then dump that big pile of shit that you've been carrying. Leave that there. Just leave it with them, okay? So I was happy. There was a lot of crying and a lot of emotion with her on the phone, but I told her, if you can cry, you can laugh, and that's a good thing. We don't want silence and we don't want numbness, okay? We want to talk about stuff. And like I said, sometimes emotion sucks, okay? Because there's hurt, but it's okay. Those are feelings, and that's what we want here at 3 a.m. Fog. So I'll leave you with the second thing, and it was great. I get a phone call from somebody that had been going through addictions and has been clean for quite a while now, right? He's going through some bumpy roads in his personal life, but he called me and he said, you know what? I see you on the videos and you get emotional and stuff. And I said to myself, man, has anybody checked on you? And he called me and checked on me, right? And I laughed and I was so happy. And you're like, man, why is something so simple make you happy? Because it's working. What we're asking here at 3 a.m. Fog for you guys to do is to be aware, just like we are aware of our surroundings, right? In tactical situations, be aware who's around you, what's around you, and don't be scared to call up and show a little note like, hey, buddy, hey, girl, what's up? I haven't heard from you, right? I did that to a friend the other day. Hey, man, what's up? Nothing. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I just wanted to check up on you. And I think that that's great that he called me and checked up on me because it's working. And if all of us united check on the person next to you, the guy and the girl next to you, it's going to be a much better place. And expect that one day they'll tell you, you know what? Things are really messed up here. Okay, let's talk about it. What's up? You don't want to talk to me? Okay, look, I heard about this. I heard about that guy. I heard about this therapist. But I loved it. I love the fact that he called me and checked up on me because this is working. Okay, there's going to be naysayers about everything because the world is a negative place at times. But you know what? This is working. And I love that he called me, man. So thank you for calling me. Thank you for checking up on me. And I'm great. This has been very therapeutic to me. Like I said, you guys inspire me. And those phone calls, the sad one and the one checking up on me, inspired me, right? So today's the reset button, okay? So press the reset button. And, I want you guys to have a great weekend. I'll be at the gun show on Sunday at the Dade County Youth Fair. If you're there and you see me, say hi, man. Just, I don't bite. I know I look like I bite, but... And I'll pause for laughter. No? Okay. So just bad cop humor there. So, we have a busy weekend this week with the family and the gun show and Super Bowl, right? Oh, and that leads me to another thing. While I was going through my addiction of alcohol, in order to protect my girlfriend, right? The bottle, one of my many addictions, I would sometimes for instance, the Super Bowl, right? It's an event. And the event requires food and chips and liquor and alcohol. And again, I'm not anti-alcohol at all, okay? But I will tell you that keep in the back of your mind that if you have issues, trauma, stress, unresolved things, and you mix them together, the results usually are not good, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind. I used to create little events, a barbecue, 4th of July, stuff that I would normally didn't give a shit about. And I would create that so I can mask my drinking with that event, okay? So just keep that in the back of your mind. Have a good, safe time with your family, go for whatever team you're going for. But remember, this is about getting better, okay? So have a great weekend. I love you guys. Hit the reset button. Take that garbage out. Do something for yourself, okay? Thanks, man. Have a good weekend. 3 a.m. Fog. We love you, man. Bye.